So you've purchased a Canon with an LCT and you're trying to figure out how to make it your default paper source. This is done two distinct ways but similar. There's a copy mode we have to fix, and then the print driver we'll have to fix to point to the LCT. In my example, I have a 3-drawer system at the moment, and it has a letter, and then which are normal trays, and then an LCT is my tray 3. So if I wanted to make my copy jobs default to drawer 3, which is where my 1000, 2000 sheet or LCT is. So if you leave it on auto, what it's going to do is it's going to start in drawer 1. It's going to say, do you have my paper? If it says yes, it's going to pull paper. Then it's going to go to drawer 2 and say, do you have my paper? And then finally it'll go to drawer 3 and ask, do you have my paper? So whoever answers first, starting at the top, is where the paper is going to be pulled. But we want to kind of force it to start here in 3. So in copy mode, if you have letter, like my system, and let's say you have letter here and then letter here, what this is going to do when we say OK and we save this setting is it's going to pull from here. But if this runs out, it will switch and start back at the top and go, okay, do you have my paper? So if drawer 3 runs out, it will go to drawer 1 and then it'll go to drawer 2 if everybody has the same paper size, like my example. So let's hit OK, and then you would save that as your default settings. So save, change to defaults, and you would say register. You would say, do you want default settings? Yes, I do. And that's it. So now it would start at drawer 3 as we go forward. So if you hit reset button, notice it never changes, it stays here. So copy mode is defaulted to black and white, or drawer 3. Now the print side is a little bit different. You have to program it. So we have to go to setting registration. In my system I have to log in. And so you would log into your device. Hit OK, hit OK. Device settings. And we want to go to functions. And we want to go to common. Paper feed settings. Paper drawer auto select. So we want to go to the printer side. And this is where it gets kind of confusing according to the manual. But the key is you want to use groups. So in a nutshell, what groups are is if you change drawers, so if everybody's left to drawer group 1 and you tell it to use groups, and we kind of like we did in the copy mode, if we tell the print driver to start at 3, if 3 runs out, it will say, is anybody else in group 1? And it'll start asking the same questions again. So if drawer 1 was in group 1, it would say, hey, do you have my paper? If it said yes, it would pull paper. If not, if it wasn't in group 1, it would go to group 2, drawer 2, and go, are you in group 1? And then, do you have my paper? So it will function the way we expect it to work, or we wish it to work. So we'll hit OK. So I'm just going to leave everybody in group 1. Hit OK, close. Now you would need to modify your print driver. So under control panels, get to your devices and printers. I've got a generic UFR driver here, so I'll go printer properties. Under preferences, under paper source, take it off of auto, force it to be drawer 3 just like we did on copy mode. And you can leave auto, basically you can leave everything else. Another common question we get is two-sided printing. A lot of people don't like that on by default, so you can force it to one-sided here also. Hit apply, hit OK, hit OK. Now when you print, it will start in drawer 3, and if drawer 3 runs out, it then will go to drawer 1 and then drawer 2. So it functions the way we wish. That's it. Thank you.